One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Mobley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides to back and leaves it. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Caller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got room at the 35. Flying down the right side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moore with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the run, it's Davison. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Moore from the gun on third down.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quarterback may change this route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Mobley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking for room, it's Mobley. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. He's got him.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The
metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Running inside, it's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Davison. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Keeps it on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Finding open areas. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throwing more. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Might be changing the route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for space, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Moore to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch on the right side. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 17 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Sooners coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Moore to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Moore fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Bear. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's loose. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. Lots of room to run. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll go right back to it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. And you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cattell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
On the snap, it's Moore. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Snap to the back. He'll toss it. Running it. Got a little grass. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Dante Moore finds his man. It's Bear. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore will throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bear. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. On the move, he fires. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. Tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Turning it on! Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Mobley. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Motion from the wideout. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the back. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Direct snap. It's Davison. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Throwing more. Trying to set up the screen. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting the first down on third down.
Running inside, it's Davison. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like,